Valero Texas Open, Jeff. I mean, this is the week that you just get amped up, right? You get amped up to, you kind of get into that routine of like, how the fuck am I going to watch golf? Because the big boy week, the Super Bowl, is not the Valero Texas Open. It's the Masters. But this week we don't have the Masters. We kind of do with the women's amateur event. They're going to be out at Augusta National, but the big boys are playing. They're sticking in Texas. Let's get down to it, Jeff. I mean, we've done a lot of research. We've put in the man hours to give our listeners and viewers some great knowledge, expertise. Who do you got this week?
Well, so this is always the tournament that nobody wants to win, right? Nobody wants to win before the week of the Masters. And the majority of the guys, the top players in the world, use this course as to get ready, a week to get ready for the Masters. I remember watching years ago, and even through last year, where Phil would come play this course, or he'd play in this event, and all he did was visualize shots he'd have hit at Augusta, and he'd try to hit them out there when he didn't even need to, right? And it's like he didn't give a shit about winning this tournament. It was more about, what do I need to hit on 13 at Augusta? Okay, it's this type of shot. I'm going to try to do it here. So I give really zero shits about this tournament. I've got a pick. I think I know who you've picked too. I pretty much already picked your guy just because it's somewhere in my head it told me. I'm going to go with Mr. Second Place, though. Mr. Second Place. And I think, hey, if he gets me a second place this week, I think I'll probably finally get up a bottle of booze since we broke even last week. We forgot to say that Charlie Hoffman beat JB Holmes.
Yes.
So maybe get me up one going into the Masters, but I'm going to go with Mr. Second Place, Tony Finau.
Woo! Tony Finau. I mean, why not? I mean, Vegas has got him 14-1, Jeff. I mean, that's a hell of a pick. I mean, I think he's the second guy who wants to win this tournament the most. I mean, if Tony Finau wants to win anything, it's probably the Valero Texas, not Houston. It's the Valero Texas Open. Apparently, Houston's not involved anymore. But wow, congratulations! I think you've got a great shot.
You're picking a guy that I pretty much said I'd never touch again for the rest of my life in picks. You're going with fucking Jordan Spieth. You're going with the fucking Texas guy. I know it.
No, I'm not going with. I'm absolutely not going with freaking a Texas guy. I'm going with the only guy who needs and wants a victory this week, and it is Ricky Fowler. Okay, I don't know where he's ranked in Vegas, but he is my only pick this week or this year. That's a feel good pick. Okay, I'm picking a guy who literally is not. I mean, he does not look good. He needs to get in the Masters. Okay, that's the only reason why I'm picking him. This is his last shot to get into the Masters. A victory gets it done, and I think he's the only guy in the field motivated to get the victory. Just like a couple years ago, Ian Poulter needed a win to get into the Masters. I think there's just going to be some magic. Ricky Fowler he's went from the hardest irons to ever hit in the world of the game of golf to some of the easiest Cobra irons. He went to like the chunkiest Cobras I've ever seen in my life. So I think the game is just turning around for him.
Well, his iron selection tells you that his game's in a really bad spot, right? When you have to go that way, things aren't looking good for you. And yes, this is his last ditch effort. I forgot about him. Here's the thing: I'd be willing to give. I'd not only give up a bottle, I'd give you 2 bottles if he won, because that would make for a really good story, a really good weekend, and make viewing this weekend manageable. So I hope so. I'm rooting for you, Ricky. You're still doing commercials. You're still making money, though. You ain't hurting any at all. That's for sure.
The only thing's hurting is his pride, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
That's the only part. I think he's well rested. I think he's got every opportunity this week to go get it done in a field that literally no one wants to win unless you're not into the Masters. So I'm going with Ricky Fowler. Jeff has taken number 2 in the world. In second place finishes Tony Finau. So big bottles of booze on the line. We'll see who gets the victory. So that's your guys' preview show of the beautiful, not Houston Open. It's the Valero Texas
Open
event. Enjoy.
Yeah.